Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Sean's Horror Corner. I'm so sorry. Recording with Rob is always interesting. And yeah, he gets me laughing right before we get ready to get started. And then I try to come on, and it's crazy. But thank you so much for watching. And yes, super excited to have Rob and Kaylie.
I'm setting the mood, man. I'm setting the mood.
You are. You get started early. But thank you all so much for coming on again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
This is what we do, man. We get together, we talk horror with friends. And I'm happy to be here. I'm back in the corner, man.
You're back in the corner. That's right. I heard you guys got to be interviewed by the Wolf again. Am I right?
We did this past Friday. We did. It was quite a fun time in the cave. Yeah.
He's a wild rascal, that Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that episode when it comes out. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, so Isaiah may get mad at me, but he actually reached out to me that day and asked me if I wanted to come on as a guest. But I already had something else going on and couldn't pop on. So he was going to have me pop in and surprise y'all.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
The Wolf. I know. I thought it would have been a blast, but it was too short a notice. I had something else.
I thought I was going to get Isaiah and I get, hello, Robbie. So
funny.
Yeah, I just had to go with it. But the way Isaiah edits, I think it's going to be a great episode. I mean, because he's a pretty good editor.
Yeah.
He's really good at that.
The conversation always flows really cool. So check out Bitter Wolf. We have an interview coming up.
Absolutely.
And you have an awesome episode on there with the Wolf as well. So everybody needs to go check that out. Yeah.
And you also have an awesome episode with for Friday the 13th fans coming up. You want to plug that?
Yes, I will definitely do so. Before we talk about any of my stuff, though, do you guys want to take a minute and mention anything you have coming up? Talk about your channel?
No, we put out like mediocre videos. Basically, it's just we're just okay.
I'll be working on some videos this week. We caught a couple of movies that we missed last year. We watched those, Dangerous Animals and Shelby Oaks, that we made reviews for. So I'll be editing those and getting them out sometime this week.
But the special thing about those, you want to tell them where they're going to be dropped?
I'm going to drop them members first, so the members will get to see it first. Yeah.
That's right. You want to see the trash? You got to pay the cash.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it trash, but yeah.
I don't know what else rhymes with cash, man. I was trying to rhyme, but
all right, you did good.
Yeah, we also have a cool T-shirt designs coming out for our store. So
yeah, I'm working on that too.
So yeah, probably in about a week or two, we'll have new T-shirts and merch available for our 5 fans.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, so
I'm number 5.
Thank you, Sean.
So but I showed Sean before we started, and you said they look pretty cool, right?
They do. They look very cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys do and get it up there. I definitely want to get some stuff, so I'm looking forward to you guys putting that up. That'll be cool.
Oh, thanks, man.
Check it out for sure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, we got some cool stuff coming out. It's not mediocre. It's kick ass. I was just kidding.
Absolutely. So I'm curious to see what y'all thought about Dangerous Animals, because I just had an episode about that recently as well. So I'm curious to see if we're kind of on the same page there or what. So
for sure.
Now, are we the danger, or is it the shark that's the dangerous animal? That is the question. I think the humans are dangerous.
Maybe in the movie, their human was a little more dangerous. Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. So I overall liked it. I thought it was basically a slasher abduction shark movie. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was pretty good. I think the end bothered me a little bit, but yeah, people can go watch that episode and then watch y'all's episode and get all that there. We're going to talk about Michael Myers today, who thank God was back for the movie we're talking about today.
Yeah, dude. And I think that's the tagline, right? The return of Michael Myers.
Pretty much, yeah. We're going to be talking about Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers. Getting into that one today. Yeah, very fun. So we'll get into that. Let me see if there was anything else I was going to mention. As Rob mentioned, coming up on my channel, I do have another episode this week, My Bloody Valentine from 1981. I'll be talking about that one in a couple of days.
Oh, and that's like your favorite movie, right?
It's one of them. Yeah. It's not my favorite movie, but it's up there because it's the first horror movie I ever watched by myself as a kid.
Wow.
So it's what got me interested in horror, really. It's what did it for me. So
you always remember that, like your first horror movie.
Yeah.
Your first porno. These things stick with you, you know?
Okay.
We'll talk about that on the other channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch it scrambled, but some nights it would come in like clear, and I'd be like, "Oh damn!"
Yeah, you get lucky once in a while, right?
Yeah. Kids today would never understand that because everything's on their phone.
They don't know what a VHS is.
Yeah, I had to watch a whole Cinemax movie just to see a boob for like a second.
Yeah, I understand. I feel.
Oh, I'm sorry. What else you have coming up?
Well, after My Bloody Valentine, of course, we do have the Screamies are coming finally this Saturday. So the award show that I'm doing with Our Life in Horror and Critic After Dark, that'll be a lot of fun. You guys are making an appearance on there, so that'll be good to see.
We're presenting.
You are, which will be fun. I'm sure. I can't wait. And then next week, I will have an interview with Lauren Marie Taylor from Friday the 13th 2 and In a Violent Nature. So, yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you don't miss anything.
Cool character in that movie, but she seems like so friendly. And I've seen her on other podcasts. She seems so cool. And yeah. I'm looking forward to that, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to talk to her. It'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, we'll get into this one now. Halloween 4, tagline for the film. 10 years ago, he changed the face of Halloween. Tonight, he's back. Brief synopsis for the movie. 10 years after his original massacre, the invalid Michael Myers awakens on Halloween's Eve and returns to Haddonfield to kill his 7-year-old niece. The film was released October 21st of 1988, directed by Dwight H. Little, screenplay done by Alan McElroy, produced by Paul Freeman, edited by Curtis Clayton. Music was done by Alan Howarth, distributed by Galaxy International, releasing a runtime of 88 minutes, budget of $5 million, box office of 17.8. So it did all right. It made 3 times its money. That's successful. Nowhere near as good as maybe, the first even 2 movies in the franchise, but still did well. Did better than the third film.
You don't got to rub it in, man.
I had to. You knew to throw that in there. You knew I was.
Yeah, I'm still not happy about your rating on the last Halloween.
No.
I love Halloween 3, man.
I'm glad that's great. There's a lot of people that do. Every movie has. There's just some movies out there that don't click with all of us, and that one is. I felt so bad because I talked about that movie with the 2 of you, and I talked about Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 with Isaiah, and I didn't give that a very good score either. I'm
not the biggest fan of that one either.
That movie grew on me more and more I watch it, kind of like Part 3 did. But Part 3 is awesome, and I think you gave it a way too low score. But I think at the time, the audience and the reviews didn't like it, so that's why they had the return. I think it was a reaction to 3.
You're 100% correct.
I don't know. What do people not like Tom Atkins? You didn't like Tom Atkins for some reason.
I think people want to see Michael Myers.
No, not the character of Chalice. You were
I didn't like him. He's a horrible father. That was my biggest issue. He's a horrible father.
Because you have a kid, that affected your review of the movie?
It did somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine it would, yeah.
Hey, dude, is it cool to have like proof of not being a virgin? You could be like, I have a kid, and that's kind of like you telling people I had some sex.
Yeah, I've never looked at it that way, but I guess it does work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I'm childless, and I think I just look like a virgin. Like if Kaylie wasn't here, you'd be like, that guy doesn't get any. Like
I would have thought that. Yeah, I'm still not convinced.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, you can be like casually, you could be like, yeah, my kid, and then chicks know you've been around. You know.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
How the hell we got there? I have no idea.
I don't know.
No, but it's kind of cool. He has some proof of not being a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Rob, I appreciate that.
Tom Atkins.
Let's not even talk about Tom Atkins.
We're on to Halloween 4, Rob.
Yeah, let's talk about the cinematography, the score, and the story for this movie. Give me your thoughts.
Love it. Especially I think this is like the perfect atmosphere for a Halloween film. I love the atmosphere during this movie, especially the opening sequence. It just feels like October. It's so Octobery. I love Alan Howarth's score for the film. Yes. I think it's great. I love all of those things about this movie.
I think this one has some of the most Halloween vibes.
Yeah.
I love the opening shot of the field
and
the
barn,
the barn, the fall vibes. It's very Halloween, and the score kicks ass. I agree with everything you just said. Yeah, Halloween 4 is very Yeah. Did they change the theme a little bit? Because it seems like
A little.
Each one of them is
Yeah.
a little different. Yeah.
Yeah, it is changed up a little bit, but it's still kind of got the basics there. What about the story? Because I agree with you. I really like the look of this film. I like the score as well. Do you like this story?
I liked it because I'm guessing Jamie. They didn't want to ask Jamie Lee, or
I think she was a star.
She didn't want to be
became
a
like
part
big
of it
star
or
at the
whatever.
time.
I think, yeah.
They did approach her, but by that time she had made a few more mainstream movies, Trading Places, something else. I forgot what else had come out, and she at that point didn't want to do another horror film, so she declined.
Yeah. But this is also like 1988, I believe. So
Yes.
it's like that was the era when like sequels were a cool thing, because like Jason kept on making money. So I feel like the other people were like, let's see what Freddy Krueger's doing. Let's see what Leatherface is up to. Let's see what Michael Myers is up to now. You know, and I feel like, you know, everybody followed that lead where they're like, let's bring back our horror villain and our icon.
Right.
And I feel like they did that, but they just couldn't get Jamie Lee. So they were like, let's give her a daughter.
Right.
Yeah, I like the story. I like Danielle Harris as Jamie Lloyd. I thought she was, you know, she looked like she could be her daughter, and it just I liked the story, and I liked, you know, Rachel, and you know how they're taking care, how they took her in,
foster family.
Yeah, I like this. I like the story in this one.
Yeah,
actually, I agree. I really do as well. Go ahead, Rob.
They didn't waste any time telling us the situation. She's like looking out the window, and she's like, "Do you like me like a sister, like a real sister?" And she goes, "We're not really sisters, but
yeah." I thought that was mean. I was like, "Oh man."
It was. It almost. If you've never seen this movie before, initially you might think, "Okay, I don't like this Rachel chick," but right after that, she turns into somebody pretty cool. So yeah. But I agree.
Yeah,
I really like the story.
You don't got to say it to somebody though. We're not really sisters. You could just be like, "Yeah, you're my sister, dude."
Yeah.
I call you my brother, and we're not. You know, we're like in a whole different part of the country.
This is true. This is very true. I want to mention a few members of the cast, and then we'll come back and talk about Danielle Harris again for a second. But Donald Pleasance, of course, returning as Dr. Loomis. We have Danielle Harris.
His one-liners are great in this.
He is really good in this. Ellie Cornell, George P. Wilbur, Bo Starr, Kathleen Kinmont. I'll kind of stop there. Yeah, Donald Pleasance is great. I feel like he goes to another level every movie that he's in this franchise.
How many people are in the bus?
So he's great. Danielle Harris, I think, is amazing. I'm a huge fan of hers. And in my opinion, this is one of the better child performances that we get in a movie. I think she nails this role so well. I think Ellie Cornell is great. We met as Rachel. I think the cast is really good in this film.
Yeah. Ellie Cornell actually auditioned for Nightmare on Elm Street.
Correct.
And she auditioned for this, and she got this job. And but I think I'm trying to picture her as like Nancy Thompson or something. It would be
it wasn't the Nancy role. It was now I'm drawing a complete blank. It was from Part 3.
Oh,
maybe that's who it was. The character's name. I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, she had auditioned for this
Tuesday Night.
That might be it. Yeah, that might be the actress that got the part there. But yeah, I think she's great too. And
I'm a professional at this. It's what I do.
That was impressive, actually, because you say some random shit. So when you say something that's real, I'm like, damn, was that Rob or is there somebody else around?
Everything I say is real, man.
Very good. All right, so we'll move on. Anything else you want to say about cast or characters or anything before we move into the production notes?
No, I think it's a great cast.
Yeah, we actually had there was George P. Wilbur as Michael, but then there was also Tom Morga in some shots, like the bedroom scene, and Tom Morga was Jason from Part 5, and he was also He was also the Leatherface from Part 2 in the beginning with the car scene with the chainsaw. Right. That was Tom Morga also. So Tom Morga actually was Michael. He was Jason, and I think he was Leatherface.
Is he the only person that's done that? That's pretty cool.
He probably is. That's very cool. I like that. That is
very cool.
Yeah, I think Kane's been everybody too, except Michael Myers, because Kane was at the end of Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, you're right.
He does the Freddy thing.
Yeah, so it's just a cool fun fact. And I know you're thinking like you know your stuff, but I just Google stuff.
No, that was still impressive.
Google's one hell of an app.
It is. It does help. But I'm just so used to some of the other things you talk about. Yeah, when you bring some
Also,
knowledge like that, I'm like, wow, look at Rob.
Yeah.
it's also important, the other stuff I talk about.
I
The
agree.
toilet and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you gonna go
Just on a different level?
Are you gonna go that direction for your Laura?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
All right.
absolutely not. I'm not even gonna think about it for a second.
I just want to see Sean just let everything go and just be like, "What up?"
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, if you want to, see if she wants to come talk to you about toilets, go for it.
Not toilets. She was going to hook up with the guy that had the disability. I find that awesome.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
equal opportunity.
Very kind of her. I don't plan on mentioning that either, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Like, what positions could she have pulled off while he was in the chair? She would have to get on top, right?
Yes.
I would assume that would
That's a
make
good.
it, yes.
That's a good question.
I'll let you do that whenever she comes on your show.
There you go.
Okay. Put in a good word.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's this guy Rob.
Yeah, avoid him at all costs.
I don't recommend it.
So after the poor reception, I'm going to mention it one more time just for Rob. After the poor reception of Halloween 3, John Carpenter and Deborah Hill's anthology idea was abandoned. This movie is the beginning of the Thorn trilogy, which we'll get into that more down the road.
Thorn.
John Carpenter was approached to write and direct this film, and Deborah Hill was set to produce. However, Carpenter got a script together with a guy named Dennis Etchison, and the executive producer, Mustafa Akkad, did not like the script, saying that he wanted Michael more as a flesh and blood killer. So I don't know what Carpenter's original thought was for this. I don't know if it was going to be more like a ghost of Michael type thing or what, but apparently the idea that he came up with, Mustafa Akkad didn't like. And when he rejected it, then that's when John Carpenter and Deborah Hill sold the rights away for Halloween to Mustafa Akkad at that point.
Sounds like Carpenter wanted to do like a Halloween Ends thing back then. Like take the spirit of Michael or the evil of Michael and move it around.
Could be.
Imagine that like in like the late 80s. That would have been crazy.
It would have been crazy. And I don't know. I know there's a lot of people. The Halloween franchise is incredibly popular, right? And there's a lot of people, especially that love that first movie. I hear some of these movies in the middle. Some people really like them. Some people don't. I don't think this one gets enough credit. Kind of give you a little bit of an idea about what I think about this movie. But I hate that John Carpenter got disassociated with it for a little while. But I mean, if it's not what he wanted to do, it's not what he wanted to do. At least he came back later, So
yeah. Well, I think that was by his choice, though. I don't think.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I heard like well when we met him, I got like a few seconds with him, but he was very nice and he didn't mind. But I heard from other people he doesn't always like to talk about Halloween. Like he'll bring up other stuff or he'll bring up like because I don't know. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I was afraid to meet him because I thought he was going to be like not as nice, but he was nice to us. The little bit of time we had. So
sure.
All right.
Okay. Very cool.
Didn't he say why you dating this guy?
Yeah, he was joking.
I guess he dissed me, but I felt honored because it was Carpenter.
Yeah, I mean, he's just said something that we're all thinking, but he's John Carpenter, so he can say it. I'm kidding, Rob. Kidding.
I got wits, man. I got the. That's how I did it.
I know.
I wrote you in.
Yes. Alan McElroy was hired to rewrite the script, and he is the one that actually came up with the idea of Michael having a niece. Originally, they had the character's name as Brittany, but they once Jamie Lee Curtis declined to be in the movie, they changed Brittany's name to Jamie in honor of Jamie Lee Curtis. So that's where the name came from. Alan McElroy is the one that came up with the idea of Michael being in a coma and escaping. He is also the one that came up with the idea, once Jamie Lee Curtis declined to be in the film, of the storyline of her dying. So yeah, a lot of the ideas for this film came from Alan McElroy. The original draft had Sheriff Meeker being killed and a fire being started. That the roof scene that happens in the end was going to be engulfed in flames, but they had to drop that due to budget. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention. Oh, Ellie Cornell, who plays Rachel. She actually cut her stomach open pretty bad in this film. In the scene where she's sliding down the roof, apparently there was a nail there that actually caught her and ripped her stomach open. No one knew in the beginning because she finished the scene. She just kept acting and went with it, and then afterwards had to have several stitches apparently.
Ooh, that made my stomach clench when you said that. I was like, oh, because I've stepped on a nail before, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I can only imagine that in your stomach.
But that's
Yeah.
such a legendary scene. Like when I think of part 4, I think of the rooftop scene.
Yeah.
Almost right away. I'm like, oh, part 4. I probably think of the atmosphere first, then the rooftop scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's classic.
like part 5, I think of the laundry chute scene. But like your mind goes places. But I think of that scene like almost immediately. So I didn't know that though. There was an injury on set. That's crazy.
So there was actually 2. Not only did she get injured, but there was a member of the crew that dropped a light when they were trying to film. And in the process of dropping it, I guess some glass sliced his wrist. He also had to leave and get stitches for this. So a couple of injuries on the set. Only other thing I was going to mention is George P. Wilbur was very concerned about Danielle Harris getting scared. And so in between shooting, he kept taking his mask off to reassure her that he was, nothing bad, that he was a good guy, that everything was fine. The original mask that they used was no longer available, so they had to come out and get things as close to what the original mask looked like as they could. A blonde mask was picked up by mistake and can be seen in a few shots.
The school
noticed that. Yeah,
the school scene at the end. Yeah, he has like it's almost like the Ben Tramer mask. It's like it's like white and it has blonde hair. And maybe it's tan. It's tan and has blonde hair.
Yeah,
but I'm like, what in the hell?
That one was picked up by mistake. They didn't even, from what I saw, realize that they were doing it until they had already shot the scene. And by then they were starting to run out of time and money, and they were just like, yeah, it's just going to have to stay.
I met George P. Wilbur a couple times. I asked him about that scene. He didn't know what I was talking about. He's like, huh? So I don't either he wasn't there or like he just doesn't like they don't care as much as we do. But like
maybe, maybe.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. He's like, maybe it was the lighting. He's like, I was like, no. I was like, there's like a different mask.
That's so funny. Maybe that was one of the scenes where the other guy played Michael. Yeah.
You ever see the Family Guy episode where they bring up George P. Wilbur?
No, I have not.
You have to send. You'll send him the clip later. Send it to him later. Yeah.
I want to send it to him now.
You go ahead. You do you. I don't really watch the Family Guy. I know what it is, but I've never really sat down and watched it. So.
Oh, then you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, it might still be funny. Who knows?
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Right.
He brings up George P. Wilbur. They're like, who the hell is George P. Wilbur? And then he goes, that's from Halloween 4, the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah,
See, that'll be funny then. I'm with that. All right, we'll get into the plot of this thing and start walking through it a little bit. So we open the film up with Michael being picked up at the Ridgemont Sanitarium. He's in a coma. He's being transferred to Smith's Grove. We get
now. Is he burned from part 2?
Yes.
So they're trying to explain the big explosion, and somehow he lived and he's in one piece still. But
so there's a couple of shots in this film. Actually, here in the beginning, there's a scene where his hand kind of falls a couple of times off the gurney. His hand is burnt. There's scars there on his hand. And there's another scene later where you get to see some burns on Michael. I can't remember exactly where it's at, but and we've got the orderly giving the recap. Like he talks about Dr. Loomis shooting Michael 6 times. He talks about setting Michael on fire. Like
he's like, hell of a night, huh?
Yeah, he basically gives us the whole story there. And then while on the ambulance, Michael wakes up. He hears the paramedics talking about him having a niece.
Oh, yeah, right then he goes.
Yes, yeah.
This guy's pissed at his family tree. I swear.
Yeah,
he really is.
I had the same reaction when my mom used to drag me to these family gatherings. I'd be like.
It's a great impression. Another one of Rob's famous impressions that we get.
She's like, we got to see Uncle Al. And I was like, who the hell is Uncle Al? I haven't seen him since I was like 4. And then I had to go talk with him. It's awkward, man.
Yeah.
It is. I agree. So sorry that you had to go through that. Your thought of this, we get the score here. Very similar to the original, but a little bit different, kind of like we talked about earlier. Give me your thoughts here on this opening scene. What did you guys think?
I love
it, especially like
the rain.
Said, the opening.
The rain stands out to me.
Yeah, I like that. It sets the like creepy ambiance for the film that it's like storming. It's kind of reminiscent to the original where they're Dr. Loomis and the nurse are driving out to Smith's Grove and it's like raining. Yeah, I think they were trying to set the stage to be like, remember when you guys liked this? Like we got it again, you know. So and that's what it feels like to me.
That orderly briefly fills us in, but he does it in like a quick way where
in
it's
a conversational way. So it's not like in your face, like obvious, but it, you know, if you haven't seen the other movies, they let you know what's going on.
He's like, Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this place.
Yeah.
And then he's like, but his doctor of all people shot him. But I was wondering too, like that was a huge explosion at the end of part 2, and Loomis just got a burnt hand.
Well,
basically.
His face is burnt.
He's got some scars on his face.
Yeah.
As well.
I think they didn't know that they were going to bring them back. Probably.
Oh yeah, but Loomis's one-liners are so good in this movie. Some of his most memorable lines are in this movie. Yeah. One of my favorites is like when he's like, "You're talking about him as if he was still a human being. That part of him died years ago."
Yes, Loomis is great. Like I said, I feel like every part of this franchise that he's in, he just goes to another level every movie. It just
how about when he's like he goes to the guy, he goes, "You let it out of here," and he doesn't even say him, he says it.
Yeah.
He goes, "This isn't an ordinary patient. This is evil on 2 legs." Yeah. Dude, so legendary. It is.
I completely agree. And I agree, Kaylie, that was a good point. I think you're probably right that they were trying to get back to the original as much as possible, especially after that third one bombed so much, Rob. Yeah.
It found its following later. Except for people that don't appreciate it.
Yes, you're
Rob.
right. You know I'm going to keep throwing shots at you.
Yes.
Yeah, so I agree. I think that's what they were trying to do. And I kind of like that the orderly gives us the little backstory there. I know some people hate stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. I don't think it was overdone. It was pretty quick. And
it's better than a flashback scene, you know, like Friday style, where they're like, here's a flashback. It's better that, like, real quick, he just filled us in. I thought that was very smooth. I was like,
yeah, I thought it was good. I liked it. And then from there, we get our introduction to Jamie and Rachel. We talked about that a little bit with the whole sister thing. We find out that Lori had died about a year before all this is happening. We find out Jamie's having nightmares. Rachel had a date planned, but the parents end up wanting her to babysit instead. And then we also see Dr. Loomis learning of this transfer and the accident and him heading off to Haddonfield.
You skipped over something that always bothered me, though.
Go ahead.
Rachel said to her, "We're going to make French toast in the morning." And when they cut to the morning, they're making like eggs. So like Rachel's a lying bitch. Either that or like they just decided like
maybe they changed their mind. She said she didn't want to eat breakfast.
No, but they were making over easy eggs, and to make French toast, you got to scramble the eggs. Everybody knows that.
Okay, this is the toilet version of this movie. Then this is what.
I didn't catch that, Rob. I'm glad that you brought that to my attention.
She said we're gonna
lie like that. Yeah.
She said we're gonna have French toast in the morning, and then the next morning he's like, "Damn it, my tie." Yeah. Remember that? But they're making over easy eggs.
This is true.
Maybe they just said that. Maybe they just said I want eggs instead, but they never let us know. I was expecting French toast.
You're right. Yeah. I don't think that's going to affect my score of the movie, but I appreciate you bringing that to my attention.
Okay, so Dr. Chalice could be a bad dad, but Rachel lying doesn't affect you. I mean, Rachel lying to a child.
She wasn't the parent.
Yeah, and she's a kid
that's
herself,
my excuse.
basically.
Yeah.
She's dating guys and doing.
She's a teenager. Yeah.
Oh, you have a problem with who she's dating too. You're like, this guy's gross.
Well, no,
Every time we watch the movie, she's like, this guy is not attractive. Okay.
Well, no, I was just surprised that those two women were fighting over him. But it's a story. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fair.
Let you get back to Miss Hot Pants.
Yeah.
What about the gas station scene where we got Loomis showing up at the gas station?
Awesome.
He kind of sees Michael. Yeah, I think that's a great scene as well.
That is very awesome. The explosion.
That's like the first. That's like the first one, but instead of us just hearing he stole a mask and we see where he gets his mechanic suit from. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of cool. We got to see it. Mummy Michael's gone after that. You know, he's just like stabs the guy, and Loomis is like hot on his tail. He's like. Oh, did he tell them? He's like, how many people are in the bus?
Yeah.
What? And why do you call it a bus?
I think ambulances, that is a term for an like they call it a bus. I think.
Yeah, it could be.
A bus is like a city bus.
No, I think I literally think they called it that before, unless I'm wrong.
Yeah, but it shows how well Loomis knows Michael. He's like, he's gone. And like, he just knows. It's almost like he could smell him or track him or something. And he goes, it's a several hour drive to Haddonfield. If the police don't find him, he goes, I will.
Yeah, I agree. I love the gas station scene.
The whole thing goes up in flames too, right? And he's like, Michael, just take me. Leave these people alone.
Yeah.
God damn you, Michael.
I know. Yeah, he changes his tone pretty quick. I just don't. The only thing that I question there, and it doesn't bother me, it just like, Loomis is really struggling to get around. He's got a pretty bad limp after everything he's been through, but then he's able to go flying through the air over these cans so he doesn't get run over. I don't know how he pulled that jump off.
That is a good point. Yeah, maybe an adrenaline spike. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah,
I guess so. I think about that every time. When I just watched this again, I can't tell you how many times I've seen this movie, but I watched it again a couple of nights ago, and every time when that scene happens, I'm like, how in the hell did this old man who can't walk jump over these trash?
That's a good point. Yeah, I never thought about that, but that's a good point. Now I'm gonna be questioning it every time we watch it. Now I'm like, how did he do that?
If he survived that fire, I'm sure he can.
He's like,
he could probably jump around if he had to.
I guess so.
And that scene too. He's like, Michael. I love that scene, man. I hear it in my head right now.
Yes.
Michael.
Yeah.
So good.
We get a cut to Jamie being bullied at school. Rachel and Lindsay
That's fucked up. Those kids, man.
Those kids are terrible.
I mean, how low can you go with that? I mean, seriously, like. It's not even funny. It's like Jamie's an orphan.
Yeah,
and they repeat that over and over. It's not even like kids. They're usually like you're lame, dude, or they're like you smell. Right. I never heard kids go that low before and say like, oh, but if you listen closely, she's like, why don't you have a costume? She's like, well, her mom's dead. So they literally killed off Laurie Strode in the script.
Mm-hmm.
In the script, she's dead. So
yes.
Maybe that's why in H2O they just said screw the sequel. Shit. Let's just,
Probably, yeah. So yeah, they do. You're right. We got the kids being bullies, and then
that's why I have no kids, man. It goes back to what we were talking before. You have kids, I am childless because kids are cruel, man.
They can be. I agree.
But you got the proof of not a virgin, so it's a give and take type thing.
Yeah, there's a little bit there for both sides, I guess.
Yes.
They pick up Jamie. They take her to get a costume. There we meet Brady, the guy that you were talking about a while ago.
At the discount mart.
Yes, at the discount mart.
But they're gonna go for double scoops afterwards.
They are. Yeah, they're gonna get ice cream and get a costume. So that's good.
Assuming that she keeps her word this time because she lied about the French toast.
Yeah. So you.
Now that I think about it, I didn't see any ice cream.
It's implied.
She's a fucking liar.
No.
What about the scene here where looks like Jamie picks out a costume that's very similar to what Michael wore as a child in the first time. And then, of course, she sees Michael for a minute, kind of gets scared. Do you like this first interaction between Jamie and Michael? What were your thoughts here?
I love that it was like out in public and it was like still scary.
It's just
I love that you're supposed to feel safe in like the daytime in like a public space like that.
And I hate the public.
Well, no, I know that. I'm saying you're supposed to. It's supposed to. Daytime is kind of like in horror. It kind of symbolizes like safety, other people. So you feel kind of safe in the store, but then when she sees him in there, it's like all that goes away. So it's pretty cool scene.
I don't think it's really Michael. It's a reflection of Michael in the mirror. I don't think it. I think
so. I thought that too until the last time I watched it, and it might still be his reflection. But there is a part where you can see when she first sees Michael and she screams, he reaches his hand towards her like he's going to grab her, and I've never noticed that before until I watched it this last time. I just thought she saw him and freaked out, and so I wondered, did she really see him? But I did notice that there's a scene that you see his hand reaching out to grab her. So I'm like, I think she really did see him there. He was like right there in front of her.
Is this where we see like Grady checking out another blonde too? And he's like, can I come over? He's like, can I come over afterwards? And he's like, listen, Jamie's got to go to bed soon. Okay. And Grady's pissed about it too. You can see he's like, okay, fine.
Yeah. He's planning on his hookup with Kelly, I think is her name, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sheriff Meeker has a hot daughter, dude.
So I knew you were going to go there.
What?
So how old
She's not hot?
When I was 16, I thought so. I was 16 when this movie came out. Yeah. I thought this character was gorgeous. Watching this the other day, I'm like, she's really not that great. I don't know what the deal is with her, but
Not that great.
she's okay.
What the hell? Whatever.
Okay. We've talked about this. I prefer brunettes. Maybe that's what it is. I just don't think she's that attractive. When I was 16, I thought so.
No, but from Grady, he has 2 blondes. There's no brunette option here.
That's his problem.
Yeah.
You got Rachel, who's lying about French toast and ice cream and blowing you off, and then you got this girl who doesn't wear pants. I mean,
so which option do you take? Yeah, it's not hard, right?
I would do, and cops do it by the book or something. I would.
She does on her shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't she? She told Wade to fuck off. Remember that?
Yeah.
She's like, fuck off, Wade.
Yeah, she was not impressed with that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was me in high school when I was talking to chicks. That same results. Now I'm a big pompous YouTube guy, so the chicks are all over the place.
Ah.
I'm sure. I'm so sure that's what's happening. Loomis Loomis goes hitchhiking basically. Those kids ignore him, but then he gets in the truck with this reverend guy. Pretty funny scene there.
The cheerleaders ditched him.
Yes.
Yeah. I always wondered what he thought about that. Like, he never said anything. I always wondered if he was like...
I thought that was so mean, that scene. They saw he was having a problem, and then they're like laughing at him. I thought that was so mean.
They probably had just seen him jump over the trash cans, and they're like, he's taking this walk.
Yeah, but it was written all over his face. He's like, those bitches.
I do like the reverend, though. That scene is really funny.
Yeah,
it's like he meets someone who's kind of as quirky or even more out there than him. So I feel like they have a really funny conversation.
Well, they're sipping on whiskey together and talking about...
he's like, you're hunting it, ain't you?
Yeah, talking about evil, right? It was a metaphor for Michael. He's like, you're hunting it, ain't you?
Yeah, and then he sings, which is great.
Yes.
The beautiful river.
That was a pretty good impression as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I do, man. That's what I do.
I'm telling you. That's why I have you keep coming back on here. I'm like, I need to get Rob and Kaylie back because Kaylie always says some great stuff about the movies, and Rob does impressions. Like that's the whole purpose.
You never know.
It's a collaborative effort, yes.
You never noticed about the lie about French toast till now. So
I did not.
Well, now I've learned that, and I learned about him like jumping over. Now I have to like pay extra attention next time. It's gonna bother me, both those scenes. Yeah.
I've got to watch for the French toast thing for sure.
I always thought it was the explosion that like sent him over. It was
that might be some of it as well. That could be some of it. Yeah.
I thought it was the force of the explosion.
You might be onto something there. That's another very good point, Rob.
This is what we do, man. You think they don't give this job to just anybody?
That's true. You're right. We then cut to Rachel and Jamie trick-or-treating. And I've seen the movie so many times now that it's not a scary movie anymore. But I can see a lot of scenes coming up here where I feel like there's a decent amount of tension, especially if somebody had never seen this film. Because you get Michael kind of watching them as they're trick-or-treating. They get separated, at some point, and he's kind of lurking around. But even when they're each, wandering around separately, I think there's a decent amount of tension there as to what might happen if you haven't already seen the film. Loomis, of course, goes to the police and talks to this new sheriff.
6 bodies, sheriff, from here to Ridgemont. That's what I've seen.
We find out that Brady is with Kelly now. There's news reports going in. There's no answer at the police station.
Don't cancel a date with Brady, man. He will replace your ass.
He does very quickly.
And this is before Tinder. He was really on top of shit.
He had to do it old school.
He was.
Yeah. If I don't go if I skip out on Titanic, are you gonna take some dude?
Sure.
Fuck.
Yeah, you better go see Titanic.
She's bought tickets for Titanic.
It's gonna be all right.
I gotta see that chick flick.
It's gonna be fine. It's not a horrible movie. You're gonna be all right.
It's lame enough where he's like, I'm gonna paint you naked and then drown.
Okay, Rob.
It's gonna be okay, Robert. It really is. I promise. You're gonna make it. We get this odd lynch mob that forms from these guys in the bar. And then we get the great...
You haven't got a police force!
Which is a good point, actually. And then we get the fun scene with Michael and the electrician.
About the lynch mob, though, did you notice they said Earl lost his kid 10 years back? So I always took that as Earl was... They said his son. So I thought maybe Earl and Bob, that's Bob's dad.
It could be. Yeah, because I think Bob's the only one that actually died from the guys, right? Back in the original.
It could be, yeah. So
I think so.
They didn't really get into it like that, but like as a fan, I'm constantly trying to like make this
figure out how it connects.
I like when it all connects, and especially with horror, they're true to the story a lot of times.
Yeah, no, I agree. I noticed that as well, where they mentioned that, and I was wondering then too. Bob's the only one I could think of, but now that you brought it up, and I think of it again, I don't think any of the other guys got killed because they weren't around.
And I always assumed that like Jamie from part 2 was Jamie Lloyd's father. I mean, because that's who we saw Jamie. That's what I assume they banged in the back of the ambulance or something.
I don't know about there, but they have gotten together later. I just don't think.
No, she's like, we made it out, and then they're like, but first.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's the way it went either, but
no.
But maybe. Give me your thoughts on the scene with Michael and the electrician. I think that's another pretty classic scene.
Bucky?
Yeah.
Bucky?
Yes. Yeah.
That's I think it's a cool scene.
I was supposed to meet that guy when I was in New York. I used to go to Monster Mania in Jersey, and he was scheduled to do autographs. And it's a small character, but I just thought it was a random ad, and I'm like, that's awesome. Bucky's going to be there. And he actually passed away before the show, like right before the show, like a month before the show. He unfortunately passed, but I was really excited to meet Bucky, and I was gonna meet him. So
I know you would.
Cool. Yeah,
I like the random characters,
Yeah, it's a cool scene too. I like the electrocution and all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's a fun scene as well. And you see the town go dark afterwards, so it's just kind of setting the atmosphere a little bit more.
And it explains how like everyone's out of power too. I like how they actually let us know, because some movies will just be like, well, there's no power and no signal. They don't give you like a reason, So now we know why.
Like Home Alone. Somehow the phone's working on and off.
Yeah.
Like he can't call the cops, but then he calls the cops.
Yeah.
Big plot hole in that story.
So this one does not have a plot hole, yeah.
Not here, which is very good. Yeah, no, I like it as well. And I think, again, with the town going dark, then that just kind of sets that stage in the atmosphere, and we get some scenes that could be some more tension. Rachel finally actually sees Michael, and then she takes off and finds Jamie, and then Loomis and the sheriff find them.
Isn't there like 10 Michaels surrounding them, or 6 Michaels?
So there's quite a few there at one point.
And he's like, go home! The sheriff's pissed. He's like, curfew!
They all take off. But then when they pull away, you see one more Michael that was standing there behind the car that I assume was the real Michael that was in the area as well. We find out the police station's been destroyed. All the officers have been killed.
A dog's dead too, right?
Yeah, Michael had killed a dog. They did discover that.
It goes back to the first one.
Yeah, exactly. Which is the only thing I don't like about Michael. I wish you would stop.
Me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah. For some reason, I guess it's because we've seen these movies so many times. I'm able to let it go in these movies, but when a new movie does it, I'm like, I'm never watching this again.
Well, it's not. We didn't have time to like. We didn't have time to like start liking the pet. So
I don't know what it is. I'm able to forgive it in these for some reason
because they're not graphic scenes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's probably some of it. And again, like you said, we've seen this so many times that we just kind of go over it and
we're like, that happened. But anyway,
No, but he's like, what man would do this? He goes, this isn't a man.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where that part kicks in. We also get the lynch mob killing someone else that they thought was Michael hiding in the bushes, which every time I see this scene, I always forget that they actually kill somebody. So when these idiots are just standing there firing off into the bushes, it cracks me up. And then I realize they kill somebody and I feel bad for laughing. It happens every single time.
It's Ted Hollister.
Yeah. Yes. Why would they were just like, all right, fire. You're like, what?
He's like, you son of a bitch. You said you saw Myers.
Yeah. Crazy scene.
If that's a big oops, they're like, oh.
Yeah, and I guess it's, I try to figure out a couple of times why that's in there, but I think I know now, because that's why Sheriff Meager leaves his house later, is because he got the phone call about that happening. So I guess that's why that's there. There's another really cool shot here, or I think that's coming up as far as just being creepy. And that's, when they reach out to the one deputy, Deputy Logan, I believe is his name. You see Michael laying in the back of the car, in the back of the police car. And then once they all get to Meeker's house and Deputy Logan comes back outside, that back door is open, and he notices it for a minute. But I just really like the way that's shot. I think it's very creepy that Michael was hiding in the back of the police car, and then the door is open when the cop comes back outside. So another scene that's very small, probably doesn't mean anything to anybody else, but for some reason I'd like that scene. But I love the setup in Mika's
It shows
house.
Michael knows how to. He knows.
I like how they show.
He knows when to lay low.
Yeah, I like how they
Yes.
show us how he's moving between places and like how he finds out the information he needs to know, like where Jamie is. Like I like how in this movie's like really well written. The way
he's not like
they like show us how Michael finds these things out. Yeah,
like he drives a car. He like he knows when to lay low. He's not like Jason, where I was wondering if he poops. Like Jason's different. No, like Jason, I don't think Jason would have just hung low in a car like that.
You're probably right.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have jumped up and killed that cop instead of just hanging out back there. So yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, and then I love the setup at the Meeker house. I kind of just like this whole set that happens here, where they're trying to board up the doors. Loomis leaves.
Wait, didn't Grady get cock blocked already because they were by the fireplace?
Yeah,
you skipped the whole sexy. You skipped the whole sexy scene.
I apologize.
Yeah, it's because she's not a brunette.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't. I mean, the Brady's.
It's not that important to the story. It's okay.
We don't.
It's really not.
We don't
Brady's
see
kind of a douchebag. She's not that hot. It's just whatever.
Yeah. We're more focused on Rachel and Jamie. That's who we care about, and Loomis. Yeah.
Yes, and Michael, of course.
What about that Jerry Springer like love triangle where they're getting coffee and then they're like, "I got a right to do what's good for me." She's like, "Don't you mean what you do best?" And then she's like, "Have some coffee."
It's a funny interaction.
No, that's straight Jerry Springer, man.
Yeah,
it kind of is. It's funny. Yeah, it's fine. I apologize.
What do you say to? He said, "Yo, I catch you groping my daughter. I use this gun on you."
That was funny. Yeah,
which I did like that part. Yeah, that was a good little bit of humor thrown in as well.
I don't know, man. I would just take the risk. It's worth the risk. I would just be like, I know the sheriff's pissed, but
yeah,
not with a killer on the loose and the sheriff in the house.
Yeah, there's a lot more things important, I think, than that at that point. But who knows? Maybe that's just me.
I'd be in the attic trying to be like suave. That'd be me.
So Loomis leaves, Sheriff Meeker leaves, and then we get Kelly. She finds Deputy Logan dead. I like that shot as well because it's actually Michael that's sitting in the chair, and then she sees the body over there. Michael then kills her by basically stabbing her with a gun.
I love that.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's a great kill.
Michael using a gun does not work for me. He wouldn't do that, and I
like shooting it. No, but he used it as to impale her.
No, but he used it like a slasher film,
right? Like Jason would,
like him winding up and shoot. That's not him. So him going boom. I'm like, that's how he would do it. I'm like,
yeah, I agree. Very fun kill.
She's so like 80s like young person too. She's like, we could watch MTV.
I know.
Yeah, I totally would too, because I'd be like, yeah, let's watch some TRL. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd be like, let's see who's number one this week. You know what I'm saying? In Sync.
The 80s, they're not around yet.
Yeah,
well, too early.
I don't know what was around. Oh, that's probably the era when MTV actually played videos.
Yes, it was back then. Actually, yeah, I grew up in that era.
Like rock and roll, heavy metal videos. There's probably better stuff. I got hip hop and boy bands, and then I got like 16 and Pregnant, and I got like what else did they have? Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
But if you stayed up late, you got to watch Beavis and Butthead, which was the greatest show in the history of television. You're not a Beavis and Butthead guy?
It was okay. Yeah, it was fine. I would have preferred that MTV just stuck with the music videos that I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah, the name is a little off. It's weird that they call it music television. They're like, here's some reality shows.
Yeah, it totally changed. But again, we get Kelly's death is really good. Rachel finds some bodies. Michael kills Brady next, just kind of crushes his head, which is another decent kill. I thought Kelly was better. I don't know what Brady thought he was doing, why he suddenly thought he was a tough guy, but that didn't last very long as well. But yeah, I like this whole setup here in the house. I think it's fun. And then we get the classic rooftop scene.
I like Brady's excuse for cheating on his girlfriend. He's like, listen, I was just pissed off. Amazing.
I don't think that excuse would fly.
No.
I guess it was a decent shot.
It's like, listen, I was just pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
No.
Fucking, she answered the door with like no pants on, and then you see Rachel like looking very pissed. She's like,
yeah, they shot that very well. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, the drama, man. We get this love triangle drama.
We did get a little bit of it. we get the rooftop scene, as I was talking about, the
Yes.
famous rooftop scene. And
with an exposed nail, apparently.
with an exposed nail. But yeah, I know we talked about it a little bit, but go ahead and kind of tell me again your thoughts on this whole setup there with the rooftop and the way things go down. I still think that there's a lot of tension here that I think is really good.
Well, she didn't get nailed by Grady, but she got nailed by a nail.
Oh,
yeah, it still sounds painful. But,
yeah.
But I think that's such a great scene. I like the whole thing on the rooftop.
Oh,
I do too.
I said before,
like you said, the tension is built up so well. You feel like you're Rachel and Jamie trying to get away from Michael. It's
Jamie,
like very nerve wracking.
Jamie like piggyback style, like on her back.
Yeah, it's like it adds like it's. I think this one adds more tension and build up. Well, I guess the first one had the children in it too, with
the babysitting.
the babysitting. But like this is like her, foster sister. So it's like it gives it more of like tension. Like you're so worried about the little girl, like that. To me, that's how I feel. Even though I've seen the movie, I'm like, I get so worried about the, Jamie Lloyd. I'm like, get away.
Yeah.
Part 4 definitely raised the roof.
Yeah.
My gosh. It did. Yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As they finally, they get off the roof, Jamie kind of gets let down, and of course Rachel falls, but Jamie takes off running. Loomis is able to find her, and then they go to the school. I never quite understood that. Why the school? I'm hoping that one of you can elaborate why they chose to go to the school.
It might be the emergency meeting place for the town. If there's some places, don't they have that in place, like for storms and other like, events like that?
My southern woman knows this stuff.
Well, where I'm from, like, when there's hurricanes and stuff, like they have like a shelter. They call it like the shelter place, and that's where everybody would go. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too far into it.
No, you might be right. I wondered that every
time.
Wait,
no, but didn't they closed off part of the town? Because I remember there was like a checkpoint on the road. They're like, so maybe they were encouraging people to go into the school. I don't know.
Could be. It's just there was nobody else there. So I don't really know what was going on there, and it could have been as simple as maybe Loomis knew he could get an alarm to go off there, and he was trying to attract police. I mean, I really don't know, but yeah, I just keep wondering every time I watch this why they went to the school. But Michael shows up at the school as well, throws Loomis through a door, and just when it looks like Michael is going to get a hold of Jamie, then Rachel is able to show back up and save her. And then we get the lynch mob again. They come to the rescue, save everybody.
Didn't Rachel get the fire extinguisher? It was wild.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That was kind of cool.
Whenever I catch this on television, this movie, it's she gets the fire extinguisher. It's like a cloud of smoke, like POV style.
Yeah,
and then it cuts to commercial at that point, and I'm always like, the fuck. I'm like,
I've never noticed that.
AMC Fear Fest, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Next, I want to know your thoughts here is now that we've got this lynch mob involved and they're taking Rachel and Jamie to safety while the state troopers and stuff like that are heading in. Give me your thoughts on the scene here where Michael's attacking people in the truck.
I love it.
It's so
quick.
like nerve-wracking because they're trapped in a moving vehicle, and
I don't know how he got onto the truck though. He's like,
it's like he was hiding under it and crawled out.
I don't know how that happened, but like
I don't either.
we saw at least like 5 guys get it, and I love that one scene where he reaches in and just grabs the whatever this is, the jaw.
Practical effects are so cool. It's like his neck or something. I love the practical effects used in that scene. It looks really, really cool.
That's a very gory scene actually for a Halloween film.
This one's pretty gory, I think. This installment.
Sure.
They must have had a good stuntman too, because that guy jumped on the road and rolled he looked like he hit the pavement pretty damn hard. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I agree. And I like this scene as well. I think it's so much fun. I do like the effects, just like you said. I like the fact that he wipes out several people here in a short amount of time. I always wonder how they didn't realize what was happening, because it seems like he's, attacking these guys, and you would hear something, right? You would hear your friends being attacked or thrown off the truck, and yet nobody seems to. He gets to fight them one at a time because they don't realize what is going on. But again, I still think the scene is so much fun. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it's still so fun. So it doesn't bother me. I love the scene anyway. There's one I just noticed a clip, and maybe because this is the first time that I've watched this on 4K like this that I was noticing a couple of things that I'd never seen before. But when he's attacking these guys in the truck,
Way to plug your pickup, your recent edition.
know.
They're like on my 4K.
Oh no, I saw your. It's a beautiful. Like I
Yeah,
love the
it's-
artwork on it. It's
I think
really
it's very
nice.
The artwork's different.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. Look at it.
Oh, nice.
It's
Joel,
gorgeous.
Did Joel Robinson do that? I think I know the artist.
He might have. It looks
It's
really
really pretty.
nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool. I like it as well.
Who put that out?
This was from
Scream Factory.
Scream Factory. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that means it's loaded with special features and stuff.
There's not hardly any on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that surprises me as well. Yeah,
Usually they hook it up. It's like
Yeah.
they
sometimes,
normally do. There is
sometimes I get a double disc. Sometimes I get a disc of just features.
which there. And I mean, I'll be honest. So there's two discs in here. One says it's the 4K. The other says it's the Blu-ray.
Mhm.
Maybe the Blu-ray has got some special features. I didn't put it in. I just watched the 4K one the other day. So there might be some special features on the other disc. But they're not.
Scream Factory they should just add this conversation on the disc.
They should. I agree.
Us talking right now about it. That would be
Absolutely. That should be their special feature. Our commentary on this.
It's great content. I think it's good.
It is good. I agree. Yeah. So
Imagine like
talking
you're scrolling
about-
through, it goes like Sean's Horror Corner
the-
featuring that horror couple, and then we're talking about random crap that has nothing to do with the movie.
That would be an interesting special feature. I'm curious if anybody would actually watch. People may love it though. Who knows?
I think we're onto something here.
I think so too. We need to
Shout
find
Factory, reach out. Scream Factory, reach out.
Absolutely. Yes, I was mentioning that as Michael is fighting one of these guys and killing him, you see there's another guy standing right there watching, and he just doesn't make a move. And I'm like, interesting. But it's such a fun scene. It doesn't bother me or take away my enjoyment of the movie.
No, it's probably like Jurassic Park style, man. Maybe he thought like if we don't move, he won't see us.
Yeah.
That might be it. Yeah, that would be one way to look at it, I guess. Maybe he was just paralyzed with fear. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, as Michael kills the driver, Rachel takes over. She's driving. She ends up throwing Michael off the truck and even running into him. And then we, get kind of the finale of the film here, where Jamie approaches Michael and the police, Sheriff Meeker, everybody shows up, tell her to get down. They shoot Michael. He falls into this mine. Give me your thoughts here on the way this movie starts to wrap up.
I think it's a pretty cool scene. Like I love how we get to see like the police actually show up to help Rachel and Jamie, and I like that we get to see that they're they kind of win. In this one, sort of.
Not a bad scene. I didn't know where that mine came from out of nowhere, and like them just gunning him down. I mean, I don't know. It seems it's just okay to me. I mean, I don't know. I thought they could have killed him a cooler way, maybe, but.
Or killed him, yeah.
Yeah. Because afterwards, Loomis is like not doubting Michael at all. He's like, he's unstoppable. This isn't a man. And after they just shoot him a couple times, he falls back. He's like, Michael Myers is in hell where he belongs.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, he really believes that? I'm like, because
it does surprise me as well. I think they probably already had ideas in mind for part 5 when they did this, and so they were trying to leave a somewhat believable way for Michael to still be alive. But
yeah, I'm just saying,
it doesn't make this is one of those few plot holes that this movie has, because I don't think, even if the cops would have been like, okay, we killed him, he's gone, they don't seem interested in looking for the body. And the fact that Loomis decided that this is what did it, I was like, yeah, that doesn't seem like Loomis.
Didn't Loomis? Yeah. Loomis shot him 6 times in part 1 and 2.
Yeah,
and he's running around saying, "I shot him 6 times, But the cops do it, and he's like, he's in hell. Yeah. I'm like, the fuck. So
yeah, I agree.
But, no, but yeah, and especially since coming off of part 2, you just literally blew him up. So it's like him getting gunned down to me, cool, but not amazing or anything. Not like, oh my god, they got him. Like,
yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think it's a fine ending. I don't dislike it, but it could have been better. It doesn't make sense for everybody to really think that was it, that it's over now. But other than that, I think it's fine. Again, it's just a minor thing here.
Like you said, I think they had part 5 already on their mind because the whole cast came along for it. I think it got released in '89. Like the following, they rushed out part 5.
They did. I agree.
Part 4 was successful, right? So So they were like, let's capitalize on this, and they rushed out 5. Like even the people making it, Ellie Cornell and all that, they said the whole thing was rushed. On 5. So we'll talk about that, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, not far away.
You gonna have me back?
Yes, you will be back. Now, first, you're actually coming back to talk about Hello, Mary Lou Prom Night 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Dude,
back. Yeah, I know we got a lot going on.
You're asking me to the prom. That's adorable.
Well, I mean, you said earlier, and I don't know if we were recording it or not, but you said you and I had some kind of a thing going, so I figured I might as well ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good. We had a thing going?
You said that before we started recording. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah, it concerned me a little bit, but
yeah.
Hey, I'm down, man. I'll be your date.
Yeah.
All right, we will get back to that for the next episode. Let's finish this one first, though, if that's okay.
We're veering off Halloween and Friday to go prom night. That's awesome.
I know. Yeah. Well, I've got you guys coming on for so much stuff. We just got to try to keep it all going.
Yeah, I'm a busy man, you know.
I see that.
I got stuff to do.
You do. I realize that. I feel so bad every time I take up your time.
No, you can always ask us. No.
I'm fucking around.
Let me see. I had a couple of things else I was going to ask y'all about. I'll mark those off the list here real quick. Just to... No, I'm kidding.
You going to interview me?
Absolutely not. Yeah. What about the finale to this movie? We get to the Carruthers house.
Oh, that makes up for that little. That makes up for it. When he's like, no, no, God.
Would you have liked to see them continue with this, with Jamie becoming the next Michael?
Well, I thought she was at least going to come back as like a sidekick or something, like
like Corey Cunningham type.
Yeah,
thing?
like oh, that's another good. Yeah, but I was thinking like either it was going to be like Killer Jamie now, which is a cool thing, or it's going to be Michael and he has like a sidekick. That would have been cool too. But like, it's just weird how they gave her no lines. Where they just like, this bitch can't act, and they do. Part 5, she's a mute. She's like,
yeah. So I kind of have some mixed feelings there, and there's a part of me that thinks that it would have been kind of cool if they would have done more with that. But I think they were scared to, because I mean, this is Halloween 4. Halloween 3 just bombed. Like Halloween 3 was horrible. And
yeah, but it's not a 4 out of 10 though.
I'm just taking shots at you again. But no, in all honesty, we just came off a movie that didn't do as well because Michael wasn't in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the idea of making a different killer this soon probably concerned them a little bit. It's an interesting idea, but it's probably best they didn't go with that, because I think that would have had people frustrated again pretty quickly.
Yeah. Do you think they were? I would imagine they were following the lead of the Friday the 13th series with the success of Jason, and him keep coming back every year. They were probably it's almost like I said this before. It was almost like they were like, oh, so let's see what Michael Myers is doing. The fans will probably want to know that too, you know. And they started busting these out all of a sudden. So
yeah, I'm sure they were all competing with each other, because I mean, Friday the 13th kept going. Halloween had the little break there, but then it came back and was trying to go. By now, the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise had started, and Freddy was coming out like every year for the most part. The Chucky franchise started, I want to say 88. At the same time this movie came out. So yeah, I'm sure there was definitely a competition and trying to keep up with each other. And
but I just assumed they were following the format of like, let's bring back our guy, and that's what I'm sure that's a lot of it.
I think each one of these franchises takes a little bit from the other one, to be honest with you. I think they were all getting ideas from each other.
Now that we talk about it, I think if they weren't gonna go with like Killer Daniel Harris, I think they were basically just going back to like Michael as a kid in the first one.
Yeah.
I like how that resembled the first movie. That was pretty cool about this ending, how she's dressed like a clown and she's got like the knife or whatever.
I like how Loomis, like all the officers, Meeker, all of them were like, the fuck's going on? And Loomis knew exactly what it was right away. He's like, no! He knew right away what it was, because of all the years he dealt with little kid Michael. Mm-hmm. He knew the evil. He's like, Michael's dead. But now he sees maybe the blackest eyes in Jamie, you know? So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I completely agree. I like that little twist to that tie-in as well. I thought this was a really cool way to end the film. And I think I might be glad they didn't kind of continue on with that story in the next one, just because I don't know if that would have worked. But I thought this was a really cool way to end this one.
Part 5, he's like, he made you stab her. Why are you protecting him?
That's true. Oh man, you crack me up.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about Halloween 4 before we try to rank this one?
It's definitely just a movie we definitely watch every October. We watch this once, or probably multiple times in October because of AMC Fear Fest. So it's one we really enjoy. Yeah.
I don't know how to rank it. It's strong. I like it better than 5. I like it better than 6, I guess. But I don't know if I like it better than 2.
On the scale of 1 to 10. So I'm trying to remember. I don't remember off the top. I know I gave the original a 10. I think I gave Halloween 2 a 9, I believe. It was an 8 or a 9. I think this is really good. It is, but I don't know if it's better than 2. I don't think it's better than 2, but I think it's really, really good. I normally get your ranking first, but I'm still going to give Halloween 4 an 8. I absolutely love this movie. I think it's really, really good. I think it's a very solid sequel. I love the way they brought Michael back. I think the characters are great. The performances are good. We get some good kills. There's tension. There's some humor. I think this movie is a really, really good movie and a great addition to the franchise. So for me, this one's an 8 out of 10. What about the two of you?
I'd give it an 8 as well.
I'm close to that.
Because I think we gave the first one a 10. I think the second one we might have given a 9 or an 8.5. This one's definitely an 8.
I'll give it an 8.
That we love.
Fair.
So it's a very well done sequel.
Now, do we see that guy in the top hat and the trench coat yet, or is that 5?
No, that's the next one where he kicks in. The end of the next one.
Does he even appear briefly in this?
Not in 4. I think it's 5. I think it is 5.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he got off a bus or something.
That's 5. I believe. I could be wrong, but
no, I think you're right. I think that is in 5. Not in.
They were gonna give Michael a twin. I heard originally they were thinking about giving him a twin brother. Oh my God, 2 Michaels?
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that.
It's like sister.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe how much I missed you.
Yeah, I used to love that show.
That's so funny. That's awesome. Well, yeah, I think this is you guys both like 3, which I really, even though I give you shit, Rob, I'm glad y'all like that movie as well.
I don't know what your beef is. You're like,
oh God. Don't get him started.
This fictional character didn't hang out with his kids. Instead, he saved the world. So
we don't know that.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
Well, he tried. He tried. He got.
But first, he had to,
he banged some chicks on the way. It makes him legendary. While he was drinking the whole time.
Yeah.
Come on, people. Let's give credit where it's due.
And he's a doctor. For me, even we were talking, 3 out of 4 movies so far that I've scored 8 or higher. And, you guys have liked all 4 of the first movies in this set. So I think this franchise is off to a great start with these kind of movies. I do think, and it's going to be fun to talk about these next ones because I think we start to get a turn from here for a little bit in the franchise. I'm not going to say I dislike what's coming, but it
I'm interested to hear what you think of it.
5, I said it feels rushed, which it does. And you could feel it. I don't know what it is. It just feels like thrown together and like sloppy. But I don't hate it. But I don't like it as much as 4. But 6 would be now 6. Are we doing producer's cut? Are we doing theatrical?
I'll have to see what I have. You let me. I'll see what I've got. I know I have it over there, but I don't know which version I have.
We have both. So just let us know.
This is where you're like, well, I got it on 4K.
It's y'all got both versions. Y'all are doing better than I am. I'm not sure
Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
We have we got the box set years ago, so we have the Blu-ray version. I think of both of them. Yeah,
we're old school. We're kicking it old school, man.
I've just been recently trying to upgrade to 4K on some stuff here and there. It's taken me a while. My collection is nowhere near Brendan's or Bo's or some other people I've seen. I don't have anywhere near the kind of movie collection that they have, but I've just started trying to slowly upgrade some of my favorite stuff. I don't get everything.
That's a good way to do it.
We used to have a collection, but then I was like, streaming is just really cool.
We have 2 shelves worth of movies and stuff in the garage, but we try to stream. I think we mostly try to stream now a lot of times.
I don't like getting off the couch. It's like I'm lazy as hell. Dude, there's so many times I see like the physical copy of it, and I'm looking for it when
We're like, no,
I'm literally
where is it?
I'm looking at the movie, and I'm like, I'm not getting off my ass. So I'm like,
I mean, I understand. I'm glad you're honest about it, and I think I've seen this before.
We moved to Vegas, and when we did that, packing up our film collection, that was a bitch and a half.
I can imagine.
Dude, it was like, what was it, 20 boxes just on movies? It was like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, no, I get it. I can
maybe
see
not
how
20,
that would be a lot, but
yeah. So I just want to be a minimalist. I just want to be like, yo. I'll be like, I stream. I'm gonna go on Aaron's show and just be like, I stream.
Okay. Well,
his collection.
Imagine that.
Funny.
Everybody showed up what they got, and I'm like, yeah, I got that on streaming.
You're streaming it. That's awesome. That is actually really funny.
Be like, I got that shit on Tubi, yo.
No, that's funny. I almost did the same thing. I mean,
I'm not kidding though. I'm really gonna do that.
I started getting rid of. I had all kinds of movies, horror. I had other stuff as well, superhero movies. I had tons of stuff, and I hit a point where I'm just like, there's too much clutter, and everything's streaming somewhere, and so I got rid of everything. And then there was one, and I don't even remember the movie now. There was something I really wanted to watch. It was not streaming anywhere, and I'm like, I kind of missed my collection. So I started all over, but I just started all over like 2 years ago. So I'm nowhere near what some of these other people have, but just a little bit at a time.
Yours is cool because that way you're getting the 4Ks of like all your favorites. So that's a great way to restart.
No, but especially with like this series, I'm a huge fan of the series, and that's what got me. Is I was like, how many copies of Halloween do I need? Like, because they kept coming out with like extra features, special edition, new artwork. I don't know. And
we have a couple different copies, but then we stopped.
It got to the point where I was like, I like the version of this, the 4K look of this, but I like the features on this one. And like they wouldn't combine the two, and then they come out with a box set that's like, I'm like, God damn. And
yeah, they make it difficult sometimes.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I'm just cheap and broke, and so please sign up to our members page today.
That's a great segue. I like the way you did that. All right, well, that's been Halloween 4. Thank you both so much. Yes, you will be back very soon to do Prom Night 2, and then we'll get back to Jason and Michael again. And
does that mean I gotta like put out because it's prom night?
No.
Is it expected of me?
It's really not. You're more like Kaylie. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But tell everybody, take a minute to go ahead and promote your channel again. Talk about anything you might have coming up.
We are That Horror Couple. And
we do horror movie reviews. Yeah. You can find us on all social media, and like I said, I'll be editing some videos. Dangerous Animals, Shelby Oaks, finally doing the It series finale. We had it done, it kind of got lost in the shuffle when we were doing like Stranger Things and stuff, so we didn't forget about that last episode. We got a review for it. I'll be putting it up.
But where exactly can people find those episodes, Kaylie?
It's going to be on our members page on That Horror Couple, so check it out.
That's right. And it's for a very affordable price.
Yeah, I believe it's $2.99 a month. Yeah.
Yes, and if you want to break that up, it's like a few cents a day, and you could help us supporting like a struggling artist.
Yes, definitely go check it out. Yes. Episodes are always great. And yes,
never mind. The whales are doing fine. You don't got to save them. All right. Yeah. People are always like, save the whales.
Well, you should save the whales.
Save the artist.
Prioritize, right? Let's get it together. All right. No, I agree. Go become a subscriber. It's definitely worth it. Always great content. Thank you both so much again for coming on. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I've got a couple of days. I'll be back to talk about my buddy Valentine. Next week, Lauren Marie Taylor will be on. I'll be interviewing her, so that one will be a lot of fun. And then I've also got Brendan from Our Life in Horror going to be on twice next week.
That guy?
That guy, yeah. He is coming on, and we're going through Scream 4 and Scream 5, trying to get all those out before the new one releases. So that's all coming up next week as well.
You sure you don't want me to sit in for the Lauren Marie Taylor interview?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If anything happens and I change my mind, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
All right. I thought you might want someone to like co-host.
Yeah. You're welcome on my channel almost anytime. 99 out of 100 times you are welcome to come on, Rob. This is that one time where I'm just going to try to handle this by myself.
Good idea.
I wouldn't let me on either, if
No.
I'm being honest. I'd be like, Rob, stay home.
That's awesome. All right. Thank you both again so much. We're going to wrap this up and get out of here. Yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you all so much. Thank you, everyone, for
course.
watching. I will see you soon.